Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Daily News Editorial. In this channel, we regularly cover the Hindu newspaper editorial articles. In today's video, we are covering an article on India's equity market, and what I have seen in the recent past is that there are many articles on editorial page which talks about Indian equity market, and all of them are saying that it's in the bubble phase and we should invest in equity market with caution. Listening to the article will give you author's perspective and will also make you form your own viewpoint based on the current happening. If you like my video, please subscribe, like and comment. So let's begin. India's equity market bubble may burst soon. With all agencies downsizing growth projections, the equity market is vulnerable to a major correction. The first chart is about quarterly growth rate of Sensex, real GDP and inflation. So Sensex has grown significantly. Okay, real GDP growth rate is has decreased and inflation has increased. So if you see 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. So Sensex growth rate is is very close to the other numbers. While if you see right now, it is not. That is quarter 4 and quarter 1 of 2021. Okay, let's move to second chart. Monthly net investment in equities. Okay, so BSE Sensex on the right hand side. Okay, and monthly FPI net investment. Foreign FPI means foreign portfolio investment. So these people that are investing heavily. Mutual funds net investment in equity. Mutual funds are not investing that much, so most of the money is coming into equity market is from FPI. Okay, so enough. So just now we went through the two graphs. Now let's understand author's viewpoint. Even as the real economy returns to the doldrums after being hit by second wave of COVID-19 infections, the continuing bull run in the India's equity market in the April-June quarter has baffled many observers. After breaching the 41,000 mark between December 2019 and Feb 2020, the benchmark BSE Sensex has nosedived to below 28,000 in March-April 2020, following the nationwide lockdown. Although India's stringent lockdown could not prevent the COVID-19 pandemic from doing considerable damage, the equity market posted a sharp V-shaped recovery in 2020-21. The Sensex surged beyond 50,000 points in Feb 2021 and is currently closing on 53,000 level. Why is there an equity bubble? The equity market exuberance at a time of severe socio-economic distress has prodded the Reserve Bank of India's annual report 2021 to state this order of asset price inflation in the context of the estimated 8% contraction in GDP in 2021 poses the risk of a bubble. An analysis in the same annual report thus see a part of Sensex increase as rational, being supported by improved corporate earnings. Whether bubbles can at all be rational remains a matter of academic debate. Empirical evidence across several countries, however, bears out a home truth. Sooner or later, bubbles burst. There was an 81% growth in the Sensex between April 2020 and March 2021. In the backdrop of real GDP growth plummeting to negative 7.3% during the same period, while output contraction had reversed from the third quarter of 2020-21, the inflation rate also rose and remained way ahead of the real GDP growth rate in the last two quarters. Chart 1. It is difficult to find any rationality behind the skyrocketing BSE Sensex in the context of such stagflation in the real economy. Just like the precipitous just like the precipitous fall in the equity prices was driven by foreign portfolio investors FPI net selling over 68,800 crore rupees worth of equities in March April 2020. The return of massive FPI inflows has driven the Indian equity bubble since then. Chart 2. The net FPI inflows clocked an unprecedented 2.74 lakh crore rupees in 2020-21, the previous high being 1.4 lakh crore in 2012-13. While the mutual funds were net sellers during 2020-21 to the tune of 1.2 lakh crore, retail investors chased higher equity market returns with the interest rate falling across the board. As reported by the RBI, 1.43 crore demat accounts were opened in 2020-21 as against around 50 lakh accounts opened in 2019-20. The equity bubble in India has not evolved in isolation. The global liquidity glut, following the expansionary easy money policies adopted by the fiscal and monetary authorities of the OECD and G20 countries, has led to equity price inflation in several markets driven by FPIs, especially in Asia. Following cues from the US and the UK, Asian equity markets in Singapore, India, Thailand, Malaysia, and Hong Kong are currently witnessing price earnings PY ratios significantly above their historic means. The BSE Sensex P/E ratio of 32 in end June 2021 is way above its historic mean of around 20. Correction in equity market. The COVID-19 vaccination and economic recovery preceding apace in the US and the UK and Europe, fiscal and monetary policy stances will change soon. Once the US Federal Reserve and other central banks start raising interest rates, the direction of FPI flows will invariably change, bringing about corrections in equity markets across Asia. India remains particularly vulnerable to a major correction in the equity market because of two reasons. First, the pace of COVID-19 vaccination in India, given the vast population, lags behind most large countries. India has so far fully vaccinated only 6.3% of its population. Within G20 countries, only Indonesia and South Africa are at similar levels, with 6.1% and 2.9% of their population fully vaccinated, respectively. Many other countries have ensured much higher rates of vaccination. The US, the UK, and China have fully vaccinated half their populations. In contrast, insufficient budgetary allocation and mismanagement of vaccine procurement has created severe supply bottlenecks in India, which have brought down the pace of vaccination in July. In the absence of a substantial increase in the vaccination budget and procurement, Large segments of the Indian population will remain vulnerable to a potential third wave of COVID 19 with its attendant deleterious impact on the real economy. Second, India's economic recovery from the recession will remain constrained by the weak fiscal stimulus that has been delivered by the central government. Data from the IMF clearly show that while the total global stimulus considered of additional public spending or revenue foregone measures amounting to 7.4% of global GDP, India's fiscal measures amounted to 3.3% of GDP only, less than half of the global average. Only three countries in G20 had a similar fiscal stimulus than India's: Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Mexico. The large doses of additional liquidity support, which in many of the G20 countries regions like the European Union, Japan, South Korea, India, and Turkey, exceeded the size of fiscal measures, have contributed more to the equity bubbles than to spurring real economic activity. The second COVID 19 wave had hit India at a time when the economy had just started showing signs of acceleration, reflected in a sharp rise in GST collections and gross tax revenues in April 2021. The consequent lockdowns once again disrupted economic activity and led to a deceleration in GST and gross tax revenue in May and June 2020, with all agencies, including the RBI, downsizing India's growth projections for 2021-22. It remains to be seen whether India's equity bubble lasts beyond end August 2020-21, when the first quarter GDP results are due. If it does, it will only be for a while before one of the other possible trigger causes speculative finance capital to change its course. Now about the author. Author Prasenjit Bose is a Kolkata-based economist and activist. Indranil Chaudhary teaches economics at PGDAV College, Delhi University. Thank you. So if you like my video, please subscribe, like and comment. Thank you.